Time's up. Let's do this.
Hi, ladies and gentlemen. So we are at Neon Polytechnic today for the Neon Poly Hearthstone tournament. So I'm Dion and with me is Allura. So today we'll be shoutcasting the matches here. So as of now, we are just waiting for the next game again. Yeah. What do you feel?
Let's talk about the new cards for next era versus while we're waiting, because like we don't even get this. I mean, we don't have any idea what decks the players here are even playing. So what do you think of the new cards for next? Do you think we'll see more in this competition?
I mean, considering it's only the first week of next era, so there's only what five cards.
Yeah.
So it's the Nerubian Egg, the Skidder,
yeah,
the Web Lord,
yep,
and the class specific Poison Seeds and Ambusher. So maybe we can just go in depth into the cards. I guess we can go with the least hype card first,
yes,
which is the Ambusher for the Rogue.
I don't know, I actually haven't had a lot of experience with the card. In fact, I haven't even tried playing the card at all. So I mean, I've heard some people are saying, you know, there's some cool combos you can do with the card, but I'm not really persuaded by it yet. I don't, and even if the power rankings and some of the pro players have been mentioning, the card has been like completely left out. So I don't really feel that it's very strong right now. Yeah. At least people have found out a way to use it.
So I guess to move on, that card is like untouched for now.
For now, at least.
Yeah. So moving on will be Poison Seeds for Druid.
Yep.
Which people are pretty happy because it's somewhat considered as a pseudo removal for Druids, because the thing that Druid actually lacks is hard removal.
Oh wait, okay, the game is started.
Anyway, game has started. So today's game will be Altaria against PurpleCosmic.
Yep.
So Altaria will be on top as the Warlock, and PurpleCosmic will be on the bottom as a Shaman.
Ooh, Wind Fury. Haven't seen this in a couple of seasons ago, but it seems to be making a comeback now.
Yeah, so it's a game between the Zoo and I guess Wind Fury Shaman.
Yes.
So yeah, we haven't. Oh, see, there's an appearance of the new Next Realms card already for the Nerubian Egg.
Yeah, Nerubian Egg. So it's probably gonna be the Nerubian Egg Zoo, which has been plaguing the ladder rather recently.
Yeah, at least for this week.
So fairly standard starting.
Yeah, fairly standard strong early game. You know, the Flame Imp with the Void Walker protecting.
Yep, it's like the dream start for most Zoo locks.
Yeah, that's right. So I guess from here, you know, he can flood the board, or he can just decide to throw down the egg. But I guess he decides to just buff.
Okay. You see, right? For the Zoo's hand right now, right? You see that there's a Nerubian Egg in his hand, and he just used the Abusive Sergeant. So I think he's just looking to flood the board as much as possible. But as you can see, it's not really the correct play, because like usually for turn 3 as a Zoo lock, you don't really want to commit that many cards in the fear of having Lightning Storm, which would really turn the tide against you. And you see he's using the Nerubian Egg now, so he doesn't have Abusive Sergeant to activate it now. Even.
So I guess the more decent play we have went was actually to just play the egg and pass the turn.
I would have actually played the Argon Squire and passed, I think, yeah, because like the Argon Squire doesn't get removed by Lightning Storm either, or actually the Nerubian Egg is also fine, because Nerubian Egg, it protects your board against Lightning Storm, because then it leaves you with a 4/4 even. Yeah, so I think Egg probably would have been better.
Yeah, so as of now, so Altaria actually lost a lot of cards due to the Lightning Storm.
Yep.
Like barely did much, especially. I mean, Abusive Sergeant was fine because he did his buff, but like
it gave basically the Abusive Sergeant only did like 2 damage for him, and then it just got wiped out the board. So it's rather unfortunate, but yeah.
Yeah. So as of now, I guess we can just take it that there's 3 power on the board with 3 minions, because the egg is just not going to do anything until it gets activated later on.
Yeah. Oh, that's a nice draw, the wolf. So you can probably like activate the egg now.
Yeah, but what will you do here? Will you actually just keep going for face, or will you just... I mean, with the Soulfire, I guess the board is pretty empty, so you just go for face with the rest.
Yep.
So Altaria having a very good board right now. In fact, pretty filled with just one slot.
It is very well developed, yes, but he's definitely not playing around the second Lightning Storm, which is correct, I think, because like the Shaman really has only that answer to clear the board now. And even so, he doesn't even effectively clear the board because of the Nerubian Egg and the Death Rattle Harvest Golem.
That's right. Okay, and decides to just pop the egg there, and I'm not sure why, but I mean,
I think he just wants to apply the pressure now.
I guess or just activate and apply more
Yeah,
pressure.
and also because like it doesn't die to Lightning Storm, like he has to get the spell totem to hit for.
Let's see. So okay, he's just going to dish out and throw out everything.
Yep.
I mean, I'm not sure about trading, but
Mm.
not too sure about trading, but no. I mean, if Altaria has already gone with the game plan of just wanting to go face all the way, probably he should have just stick with it and
Yeah,
squeeze it out.
I would definitely agree. Like, I don't think going for the Karn there is actually correct, because like there's no real point to go for it. Let's keep going for face, because the only thing right that would make Karn a threat would be Defender of Argus, and it doesn't really and yeah, it's just not going to be a factor. So
Yep.
yeah.
Okay, I guess like for PurpleCosmic, at least the Shaman side, one of the unfortunate thing for him was that he didn't really have any removal spells.
Mm.
No Rock Biter, no Lightning Bolt.
Yeah.
Not even like a Lucky Stone. The Taunt Totem.
Yep.
Yeah, so he's been just taking damage throughout the whole game.
Oh man, that.
And Doomguard is pretty good here. And another
Oh my
Doomguard.
goodness. Yeah, he really doesn't have to trade here, but well, I mean, he's just too far ahead already at this point, so it doesn't really matter what he does. But yeah, I really don't see how the
the only way that
PurpleCosmic can come back.
for Cosmic to turn back is
Did he
probably
miss
just
lethal? I think he just did. He used the 5 power Nerubian to
oh yeah,
attack.
that's right.
He
So
actually
he
missed lethal.
actually missed lethal,
But it doesn't matter. He's got the game in the bag already.
Yep.
So yeah.
it's just he snowballed too far ahead.
Yeah. Even with the bad start, after losing all the minions to the early Lightning Storm, also he still pulled ahead, which just shows you the power of Azul. It's
The ability to just recover
Yeah.
and to just flood the board more is just great. So that's the first game, and
Yep.
well, I mean, this is the first game of the winners bracket finals.
Yep.
So actually, the winner will be sitting comfortably in the grand finals to
Mm.
wait for the winner of the losers bracket.
Yep.
And well, for our first game, I guess it's pretty good because now we actually get to see a new, I wouldn't really say new meta, but new cards are being shown up right now from Nexaramus.
Yeah.
And people are like being innovative and trying to experiment with the new cards.
Yeah, I think it's good like seeing a change in the meta, like having new cards being added and stuff like that. Some of the previously like some decks, I mean, okay, Zoo has always been around or something, but like now it has an additional card to add to its repertoire to like how to say, defend against bot wipes in the Nerubian Egg, and also having the synergy between the Abusive Sergeant. But I really like to see somebody using the Web Lord now. Hopefully, PurpleCosmic has prepared a deck with a Web Lord or something at the counter Zoo. But as you can see here, he's running with a mage right now, so
Probably not going to see anytime soon.
Yeah.
Not sure what kind of mage is running. Probably just the typical, I won't call it aggro mage here, but
no, I think it's the
the value.
it's the control
I
one.
think
It's like the it's like
free
the
mage?
it's like the Trump's budget free mage,
Yeah.
with the double ogres. But it's also running Karn as well.
So it's more of like value minions and just using the burn spells to get rid of.
yeah, it's a control mage.
necessary.
Basically, you saw like the flame strike and stuff like that. So, I don't know if he also has Antonidas as well, but yeah.
So I guess like turn 1 imp and turn 2 egg is pretty good here. So
Mm.
now with the egg there, he can actually deter things like blizzard, things like flame strike.
Yeah, you don't really worry about those too early though. So yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so next turn, I'm not sure if he's gonna trade there, but okay, yeah, actually this is a very, very good play with the
Yeah,
Abusive
because he doesn't
Sergeant.
have to worry
Yeah,
about.
so not only he trades away the Amani Berserker, he actually gets the Nerubian, which is another 4/4 body.
Yeah, it's a lot of pressure early on already, because like flame strikes turn 7, he can't deal with it like effectively. Like even like what do you call that? Like ice, like he has to use like frostbolt something, and if he doesn't have it, it's just screwed. So like fireball here, I think it's like the only thing that he has. I think fireball's pretty okay.
I mean, Altaria is playing pretty risky here, right? I mean, he's just dumping everything out of the board in hopes to race fast enough. But I guess, by turn 4, with this many minions out on the board, he probably has the game again. Because there's no way.
Yeah, he's like down to
PurpleCosmic
10 already. I think
Yeah,
starting the
yeah,
board
yeah.
is actually correct down here, especially since you use coin already. It just means
Yeah.
that he can't like do a turn 5 blizzard even, and it's only turn 4 and he's only down to 10 life.
I
He's
mean,
got no taunts and
He's got no taunts and it's
yeah.
probably pretty much game here, right? I mean,
Yeah, it is. I don't see any outs.
so yeah, that's pretty much game, pretty
Yep.
fast.
Zoo, man. Zoo OP.
So yeah, he's just thinking it through. I don't really think there's any way he can.
I mean, you probably like fireball the Nerubian, and that puts like, I don't know,
2, 4, 5, 6.
for
Yeah, still 10 damage even with the Nerubian
8. Like,
being burnt away.
does
That's
it?
3,
No,
2,
like, oh
3, 2,
yeah,
2,
he's
3?
attacked already.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's game then. Unfortunate.
Yeah, but you know, just wait for them to finish this up, cause I mean,
Yeah, he sees
Yeah,
it.
he
He
sees
sees
it,
that it's lethal on board. So
okay. So with that, yeah. So Altaria 2 game up.
yep, 2 games up. Easy gaming, man.
So I guess, okay. So there is actually a third game. So this is going to be a best of
5.
5 series.
Mm.
So we just have to see what's the next deck is going to bring out to go against Zoo.
Yeah. And it seems like he's pulling out the I think the warrior, is it? Yeah, it looks like, yeah, it is the warrior. So,
Yeah. So hopefully it's Control Warrior, which probably stand a better
I do
chance.
believe it's control warrior.
Yeah, okay, so it's
yep.
Control Warrior against the Warlock.
Hmm.
Which was, I mean,
Yeah, Armor Smith's pretty good, yeah.
like maybe he should have just taken out the Warrior to begin with. But
Yeah.
now he has to try and wrestle and win back all the remaining
Yeah,
games.
because I think with the control mage pick, I don't think it's really as strong. I think like the aggro mage would actually be stronger. The one with like arcane missiles and like arcane explosion and stuff
yes,
like that.
correct.
Like that one's a lot better because like it contests the board early and it can secure the board earlier and much like more consistently than the control one will. Because the control one, like you have to wait till like Blizzard and Flame Strike, which is like way too late, as you can see.
Yeah, that's right. So okay, Altaria decides to just instead of going with the usual coin, Argent Squire and Flame E move, he decides to just go with the Knife Juggler, which is pretty risky.
It's pretty risky, yeah. Because like usually warriors on turn 2 they just fire War Axe and take out your Knife Juggler and then just feel
Yeah.
kind of sad.
So I guess that's like the risk being paid off right there.
Yeah.
So yeah, with that now not only the juggler gets to shoot 2 damage, then he deals another 3, and
Yep.
he decides and he continues to build up more board there. And it's pretty I mean I don't see why PurpleCosmic didn't play the Armor Smith too, cause
Yeah.
he could have potentially just gained a couple of armor,
Mm.
poke away damage from the
And they
Knife
put something
Juggler.
on the board as well, which
Yeah.
helps to contest the board a little. And he didn't play like the what do you call that? The Acolyte Pain either.
Yeah. Okay, so like if he gets his axe, so he could actually just chop the juggler.
Yep.
For sure. I guess for the remaining mana, he's probably just gonna armor up now, because Armor Swing is just gonna die instantly. Although it does put a body on the board and it sort of mitigates away 4 damage while
Yeah.
gaining 2. So, but he decides to just armor up.
Mm. I don't know, man. Things are looking pretty grim
Pretty
for
grim,
PurpleCosmic. Like,
It's a double 8, so
yeah.
even like
You
Stuff
can't
how
even double
whirlwind,
like
you can't
whirlwind
whirlwind,
down here.
it's pretty
Not even on
tough.
this board. I mean, he takes out the imp, but that's fine. So like, it's like for Kim right now, right? He just sees the eggs, but they're not activated. So
Yeah.
for now, it's not really a threat. But as we can see from Altaria's hand, he
Yeah.
has Defender of Argus, which will make both eggs like a real pain to deal with.
Yeah, because you definitely have to attack them.
Yep.
And which also means that they are going to get activated.
Yeah. And also like warrior decks don't usually run like silencers as well, so like this is just annoying as hell to deal with.
So it's just going to one-shot Eclat Pain, which
Mhm.
is, I mean, it's not terrible, but
It plays around the whirlwind, so it doesn't draw an extra card. Or a Cruel Taskmaster.
yeah, that's right. So it's just going to ignore the Armor Swing, go shove more damage into
Yep.
the face. And yet, yeah, I mean, having to deal with the eggs is already a problem. It
Yep.
doesn't have Brawl on top of that.
Yeah.
And even then, Brawl is going to be...
Yeah, for Brawl will
Very
just
bad.
release like 2 more 4/4s on the board, which would be even worse.
So, well, I guess, you can start to see the potential of the egg in the zoo deck. It's actually pretty strong here.
It is very strong, which is why we are saying, like, hopefully, like, later on we might see some players put in things like the Naruba Web Lord inside the decks, and then suddenly Zoo is like completely countered. They can't play like a whole bunch of the minions.
Yeah, I actually find that the Web Lord is one of the underrated cards right now. People don't really see the good counter play, the value in it. For stats wise, it's pretty good. It's at 1/4. So for 2 mana at 1/4 is already quite worth in terms of stats.
Yeah.
Now after that, you actually lock down a lot of cards with Battle Cry, which means almost probably half of the Zoo deck is gonna be.
Yeah, I mean, it's a decent card to use, especially if like you're building it specifically to deal with certain kinds of decks, like Zoo, for example. Although it doesn't really work as well against like other control type decks, especially Druid. Like, it doesn't do anything against Druid.
Yeah, correct. So I guess it's one of the good cards that actually sits in pretty well in Druid also.
Yeah.
In general, since Druid only plays around with the choose one mechanics most of the time.
Yeah.
And they don't really have a lot of Battle Cry cards, well, apart from maybe Big Game Hunter, Black Knight, the occasional Azure Drakes.
Yeah, but if you look at the board, it's gonna be a 3-0, man. It doesn't look very good.
This is just over, right?
Yeah, this doesn't look very good for PurpleCosmic.
He doesn't have Brawl. He doesn't have.
Yeah.
I mean, a Brawl would have saved him, but there's no Brawl here.
Yeah. So I think it's just game here.
Pretty much game here.
Like, even though it's not necessary, I don't think it's lethal, right? No, it's not yet lethal, but like,
it's just
no good,
very hard to get out of it. I mean, you can still go on with the armor smith, try and get more armor along the way, and hopefully try to pull it out somewhere.
I mean, like, he has that haunted egg down there that he has to deal with, and like, if he bursts through it, it's gonna be a 4/4 on the board. So he's like, he just can't do anything here.
Yeah. There is Soul Fire. I'm not sure if it's little there. 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14 damage plus a Soul Fire. So it's still not enough.
Yeah, it's still not enough, but it doesn't matter. He won't win this turn, but next turn he definitely has it. So
yeah. So just getting rid of the 4/4 to be safe. He's probably just not gonna trade anyway, because the egg is just a fantastic taunter right now. It deals damage. It has a death rattle that brings back a 4/4, and it's a taunt. So killing it brings back a 4/4. Not killing it means that it potentially protects all the other minions sitting behind it.
Yeah.
But it decides to go and proc anyway, which is I guess is a great time if.
I don't agree to popping it.
I wouldn't pop it, but if PurpleCosmic actually draws a Brawl right now, he has a very good chance
that would be his only out, but nope, he didn't draw it. So
yeah, I mean, he doesn't have Whirlwind to activate the Armor Smith with a bunch of minions too. So I guess that's pretty much the end of the game, right? I mean, 4, 6. He could commander one of the Rubian along with.
No, he's just dead.
And he's just dead, right?
Yeah, he's just dead.
10,
it's
6.
just too much damage. He doesn't have enough life.
Yeah.
Oh well. Zoo, man, Zoo's too strong.
I guess maybe his decks just weren't prepared to deal with.
Yeah, probably. I mean, there's a couple of decks, and especially certain deck types that can definitely help against.
I mean, looking at the 3 decks that he played, Shaman I guess he was just pretty unfortunate because he didn't get his decent removals.
Yeah, I mean, he did get the Storm. He did get the Storm early on, but
he was storming a bunch of like 1-power minions, which
that's
really
true. It's true, but
matter.
I mean, Storm there not necessarily wasn't it was not necessarily a bad play, but like as you could see, like with the new minions that got released with next or something like that, they're just so sticky. There's just so many minions that they can put on the board, and it just doesn't work anymore.
Oh yeah, just game over right there. Okay, so yeah, the new zoo in action.
Yep.
So with that, Altaria will be one of the finalists sitting in the grand finals.
Yep.
Sitting at a half-seater into the throne right now, waiting for the winner of the losers bracket.
Yep.
And so PurpleCosmic will be bumped down to, I think, will be the final of the losers bracket. So from here on, we are just going to be casting all the remaining matches on the losers bracket to see who makes it all the way to the finals. So yeah, what do you think of the games and the cards so far?
Well, I mean, we have yet to see a Taunt Druid deck. I think Taunt Druids would
Yeah.
make a huge, would be a huge roadblock to like Zoo or something. Like you just slap down things like your Sanjins and then Druid of the Claw and then Sunwalker and stuff like that, and start going 2 for 1 for every time, and then Zoo just gets stopped eventually. But yeah, we haven't seen any of those yet. I think maybe I
mean,
saw one
you know,
earlier.
it's
in
day
the
2 of the
stage.
tournament.
Yeah, that's true.
They are deadlocked, so they can't really change their decks.
True.
And I guess, you know, for Altaria, who is sitting in the finals right now, he's just very comfortable there because he only revealed one deck.
Yeah, correct.
And people have no idea
What
his
his other
main
decks,
are.
yeah.
So that's a pretty good advantage right
Yeah,
there.
it is.
Also. And of course, for the winner of the losers bracket to actually be the grand champion, they have to defeat him 2 times over.
Yeah.
So I guess he really has a very, very strong advantage right now. Yeah, so yeah, we have seen some Nexaramus cards in action. Well,
Yep.
actually only the egg so far.
Yeah, just the egg. I haven't
Just the
seen
egg.
the Haunted Creepers yet and the Lubra Weblords.
Yeah, I mean, Wedlock's kind of shut down Zoo pretty well, so
Yeah.
hopefully people pick it up. Although, I mean,
Yeah, if any of the
Yeah.
contestants are listening in or something like that, start
it's not like
adding
they
it
can
to
change
the
their deck.
deck. Oh, it is
list,
true.
but
It's
you know,
deck locked.
for
Yeah.
viewers at home, at least they know that it's one of the potential cards that actually
Yeah.
lock down pretty much
Zoo,
most
yep.
of the stuff.
Mm.
Yep. So with this, I guess we're just going to take a break for now,
Yeah.
and then we'll get back as soon as the next game is up. So
Mm.
yeah, we'll be heading to break right now.